I hope you're well. We're doing something a little bit different this week. We're going to make ourselves a couple of pairs of super simple guide rail stops, kind of following on from the router guide rail adapter thing that we made recently. Festival will sell you a really quite elegant guide rail stop. It's elegant because it allows the saw, it stops the saw, but allows the guide rail adapter to pass freely. I don't know when I've ever needed that, and all that elegance comes at a price, of course, about £18 each for these. We're just going to make two pairs of something that will do a very similar job from a piece of scrap birch plywood like this. This is all on sort of one camera, so we're going to be moving around a little bit, or mostly on one camera. So just prepare yourself for a little bit of vertigo. But the first thing we need to do, just like on the guide rail adapter, we need a 32mm or just under strip ripped off this. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm just going to check that that fits. Yep, pretty nice. We then need one that's about 55mm. It's not an exact science. So I'm just going to stick these two together with a little bit of CA glue. And then we're just going to mark around about the centre of the upward facing T-slot. So we're going to divide this roughly into 4. Don't actually know how big it is. Not that big. And then in the middle of each of these, we're going to drill a hole. Roughly in the middle. I'm going to be using M8 T-bolts for this, so I use an 8mm drill bit. little bit of light sanding to take away most of those rough edges. And then we can trim that down. So I'm just using some M8 T-bolts because that's what I've got. A couple of star knobs. Because that's what I've got. If you don't have those, you can use a roofing bolt with the head ground down a little bit and a couple of wing nuts. They work just as well. But that really is all there is to it. The simplest, easiest thing to do. You just saved yourself 36 quid or thereabouts, just using whatever you had to hand. Again, if you've got the Festool router rail adapter and you want to have that thing where the saw will stop but it lets the router through, all you've got to do is trim about 5 or 6 mil off the body of it, make it that a little bit shorter, and that'll do the job just fine. Really works a treat. You just saved yourself £36. Go and spend it wisely, as will I. I'm going to call this one done for this week. Just a real quick one, as always. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Right, take care.